curious people. I'm Dr. Amanda White, Associate Professor in Accounting at UTS, and I'm here to answer your curious questions about all things career, courses, and university entry. This is Uni Curious. Our UTS community have sent in some thought-provoking questions for me to tackle. Let's get started. I'm stressed about doing well in the HSC. If I don't get the ATAR I need for the course I want to do, what are my options? It's really common for students to be worried about not getting the ATAR that they need to get into the course, but there are lots of pathways to get into university. Let's talk about 3 options that you have to get into UTS and most universities. The first one is to do a similar degree at another university. Do really well in that and then apply to transfer to UTS. The second option is through a TAFE pathway. Find a TAFE degree that is similar to what you want to study at university and you'll get recognition of prior learning for some of that program. And the third way is through UTS College, our pathway college. That'll allow you to study first year of a lot of different degrees at UTS, meet the entry requirements, and then you'll transfer straight into second year of study at UTS. It's really common to have different pathways of entry. Not everyone comes to university straight after their HSC, direct with their ATAR. How do I find the right career path for me? It's really common for students to come to university without a super clear plan of what they want to study at university. It's great to think about what area you might be interested in. That could be business or science, or even think about what qualities or characteristics you're interested in your career. That could be problem solving, it could be helping people, it could be even doing really complicated equations. But one of the best things you can do is think about going to open days at various institutions just to see what's out there. It can also be a little bit of trial and error, so don't feel bad if you start a university degree, get through one semester and realize that's not for you. It's always easy to stop, change, and figure out what you're really interested in. The key is to be really curious and start looking around. How do you choose the right course and university for you? Research, research, research. Choosing the right university course is a really big decision, and it's one that takes a lot of time. So you need to make sure that you do your research. That includes looking at websites to make sure that the course helps you on the career path that you want, but also go out to visit these different universities. Open days are a great way to do that. The universities are all on show. You get to speak with people from lots of different degrees and courses, different faculties. You'll get to speak with academics as well as students. Going to open days is a really great way to have a good vibe check. Is this the place for you? Is it easy to get to? Do they have the course that you're interested in? What are their student life and clubs and societies like? Because university is more than just study. It's somewhere where you're going to make social connections and meet people, so you want to make sure that you feel comfortable in the university and the course that you choose. Is university a place that supports neurodivergent students? Absolutely. As a neurodivergent person myself, I think universities now are much better set up to support and accommodate neurodivergent students. I have ADHD, diagnosed late as an adult, and I would have loved to have had the support that's available now. That can be support around study, around extensions, around providing accommodations in class that help you learn to the best of your abilities. And it isn't just one size fits all in terms of support for neurodivergent students. We provide accommodations tailored to the individual specific needs of each student, and staff also get regular updates and training on how to make sure that our courses are accessible to as many students as possible. I'm interested in both accounting and law. What do I do? If you're interested in combining law with some other area of study as a pathway, then a double degree is the way to go. If you're interested in accounting and law, you would study a business law degree. That's 5 years all up, where you'll study a business degree with an accounting major, and then you'll study law and be able to study your specialization in law as well. And all up, that should take about 5 years full-time. How can I get more detailed information about a specific course? At any university, when you're trying to find information about courses, you want to make sure that you look on their university website. Most universities will have something called a handbook, which will give you the detailed subject information and structures of the courses, what assessments are like, what is expected of you. Just search for handbook and the university course that you're interested in. What is the application process for a course at university? If you're an undergraduate student, then all undergraduate applications go through UAC. There's an application fee, but you'll be able to select your courses and make your preferences in line with their deadlines. Now, if you're a postgraduate student looking at study, especially at UTS, then you'll need to apply directly through the UTS website for the course that you're interested in. What are the requirements for admission into a course? For any course you're looking at studying at university, you need to find out what are the admission requirements. It's usually a specific minimum ATAR if you're an undergraduate student, but also check the university handbook for the course that you're interested in. There could be prerequisite subjects to complete or some other application process, which may include a portfolio or an interview. The handbook for that specific course will give you all the information that you need. Can I get credit for prior learning or previous studies? Credit for prior learning is possible where the degree is similar to what you'd be studying at UTS, but it's really difficult to give you specific advice on particular degrees or subjects. The best way is to gather all of your documentation about your previous studies and apply for recognition of prior learning. There is also a maximum number of credits that you can get when it comes to prior learning. Now, if you're looking to apply for postgraduate study, there's also the option to recognise prior work experience if you haven't done a previous degree, but are interested in starting at a graduate certificate or into postgraduate study. So I'm not from a fancy private school or selective high school. No one in my family has ever been to uni. Is uni still for me? Absolutely. UTS has a range of different admission schemes to help students access university, no matter what your educational background. And we understand and acknowledge that there are systematic disadvantages for some students in trying to get to university. To find out more about these schemes, just search Educational Access UTS for more information. But at UTS, we pride ourselves on trying to widen the participation of students accessing university because we know that a university education makes a difference not only to you, but your family and your community. That was all the questions for today. I hope you learned something new. Until next time, stay curious.